the Dragon here. Happy dreary Sunday afternoon. Continuing the studio chats here at Dragon's Breath Studio on the shores of Casco Bay, Portland, Maine, USA, planet Earth, which I have been forgetting to say. It's like, I guess I tire of my own catchphrases. Today, we're visiting with my bass. It's the only bass I own. Actually, I keep thinking about buying a second one so that I can get, into like places where it doesn't matter if it gets hurt. And I like this one. This is a 1979 about Kramer Stagemaster Imperial. Do pick up some. It's not the super desirable one I found out today. Has 4 knobs down here and 3 switches. I got the three knobs and 2 switches, but still they're going for about $2,000 right now, which isn't bad because I paid $300 for it in 1980, and I earned a lot of money with this. I went to the Lazy Mercedes days playing this. I traded in a Gibson EBO on this, and the funny thing about the EBO, I love the EBO, but it was kind of muddy, and this was getting into the 80s. Music got a lot more crisp. When I bought the Gibson EBO, which was a cool, it was like, I think late 60s Gibson, that the very next day that I bought it, the bass player from the Pretenders called up the music store where it was and said, I'll take that EBO. We're doing some filming on the origins of the band, and I played an EBO at that point, and John, the guy that owned the shop, said, sold it yesterday. So I got some good use out of that EBO. I loved it, but I traded it in on this in 1979. I found this up actually in Lewiston, Maine. It had been bought by new by a gospel singer, a lady. She must have been, I hope she was of a larger frame, because this thing weighs 11 pounds. It's a heavy bass, and she was left-handed. So when I got it, it still had the knobs. They had restrung it proper, or she was, I don't know, whatever. So, and I've had it ever since. I played the Irish bands with this. All the recordings, any bass on any of my recordings is done with the 79 Kramer Stagemaster Imperial. I love it. For those of you who aren't familiar with this vintage of Kramer's, of course Kramer made quite a name with quite a few artists. The bass player for 38 Special, Larry, I forget, died a couple of years ago, played an identical bass to this, which was cool. And he, of course, had the money to, keep upgrading every couple of years. So, the later stuff, but the earlier stuff you'll see him playing the Stagemaster. This is from Kramer's day of aluminum necks, not just the headstock, And these are cool. They're very accurate, not really affected by weather that much. The aluminum goes all the way down through. I mean, the structure of the neck is aluminum. The wood you see here is inserts into the aluminum. This particular bass, it was years ago, I was playing a series of ground rounds, and it seems like we were always pressed for time during the winter, getting there and getting on. So I would bring this thing in out of the cold, and I would tune it. I had it figured out how to tune it just a little low, every single string a little low. And by the time I'd sat down, before the first set, and then the first set would come up, this would actually raise evenly, bring it right up to the pitch that I wanted it. But it's great. It's great. I'm boning up on some bass parts because I really want to play bass with somebody. I'm the dragon.
Onward.